11/14/24, and you're listening to the While We Still Can podcast. I'm Lisa.
Tina.
And we're here to talk over Missouri politics and national politics, and my God, what we're living through. We're going to laugh about it because that's what we do. So today we're going to focus on the cabinet picks
of President-elect fucking Donald Rapist Trump.
Adjudicated.
I like the timeline that we're living. Like, I feel like it's
like we're getting punked by the universe.
Well, it's like a reality TV show.
Yeah,
America's
It's like we live in a simulation and they're like, watch this. Or, it's like, I don't even understand it anymore. It doesn't make any sense.
And the thing is like, as far as like this hatefulness, like people are just tuning it out. And this is how fascism takes over. I mean,
you get exhausted, afraid, and you can't deal with it anymore. So you just tune it out until it lands on your doorstep.
And these people are fucking clowns. Like, literally look like a Who from Whoville, the Grinch. Okay.
Yeah. Right.
Matt Gaetz. But
so
we're
Matt
going to
Gaetz,
talk about that.
So he got what's the word?
Attorney General.
Identified as the current pick nominee, I guess. I don't know, for Attorney General of the United States of America.
Nomination of the highest. Yeah. What is that like?
Yeah. So
is that police technically, or what's DOJ? Or wait, Attorney General, not DOJ. Sorry.
Mm-hmm.
What does the Attorney General do? What are they?
Yeah, I mean, he's the top law enforcement officer of the country.
That's the word I was trying to think of. Law enforcement.
And so
Matt Gaetz, like tin forehead.
Yeah. So, there's a buzz on the internet right now that the investigation into him and his alleged activity with underage girls is going to be leaked.
I keep seeing a pattern, a theme.
Yeah. So, some folks think that this is just a test to see if the Senate will approve this person to be in this position. Also, there's buzz that picking him is like trying to suck the oxygen out of the media cycle while these other folks are nominated that really are more egregious, if you can imagine. Like Tulsi Gabbard being our Director of National Intelligence. That's bad. Real bad.
Well, how are any of our allies? They're not going to trust us with a... Well, doesn't the Russian state TV call her girlfriend?
That's what they said. Yeah.
So
I'm going to look up the quote from Hillary Clinton back in the day.
And so we're going to give her all the top secret everything. She'll probably, does she have a day club to toilet to store her all of the information she's going to have?
Okay, so this is an article from 2019 from CNN Politics. Former Democratic presidential nominee Hillary Clinton said Thursday the Russians are currently grooming a Democrat running in the presidential primary to run as their third-party candidate and champion their interests. The comment appears to be directed at Hawaii Representative Tulsi Gabbard, who has been accused of being cozy with Russia in the past. Quote, I'm not making any predictions, but I think they've got their eye on somebody who is currently in the Democratic primary, and they are grooming her to be the third-party candidate, Clinton said, speaking on a podcast with former Obama advisor David Plouffe. She's the favorite of the Russians. So her association goes way back, and now she's been tapped to be the Director of National Intelligence. Un-effing believable. Again, the Senate has to confirm this. Let's see what they got see if they have any gonads or not. We'll find out.
Okay, so did you read anything about how they were talking about him confirming them while the Senate's on recess?
Yeah, I read a little bit about that, about the shady things he could do to get them to be quote unquote acting directors or whatever. Yeah, there's all kinds of things that can be done if you have no shame or no intent to follow any of the rules. I'm anticipating all of these things extremely off the bat. I just wish
who is going to stop him?
Yeah, that's the thing is like we can't do anything. We're just two people in the world, but do the people in power thus far, like, still not realize that they probably won't be able to get this situation remediated legally? Like, I don't know what I'm saying that they should do, because I'm not advocating violence or anything, but if they're not going to play by the rules, then they better figure out that we better not play by the rules either. You know, it's just so frustrating to watch.
It is. It is frustrating to realize that you really have no control over anything. What the fuck?
And then we move on to...
Oh, sorry. I was then going to say, then you have Elon Musk. I'm just having visions of him jumping in the air. Spread eagle. Sorry.
Yeah.
Ugh.
I mean, he's power hungry and wants as much money and power as he can possibly get. So he's going to cozy up to this moron.
Ugh.
He's doing a good job. I mean, if that's your goal, he's nailing it. But
yeah, I don't know how you control these people. Okay, go on to the next.
Yeah. So then let's choose a guy that's super political and is a white nationalist based on his tattoo choices that are online for everyone to see. And let's put him in charge of our entire military complex. Let's see how that goes. Does he have any experience of leadership in the military? I don't know. I don't think so. I haven't seen any evidence that he does. Maybe he does and I've missed it.
Let me
but
look.
When you think
I
about
him up.
These old guys of yore that like would literally rather have a body part amputated than to appear political in any way, shape, or form. They won't even come out and say anything because they might be political. And then we've got this. My God. Again, no shame, no adherence to the norms or the rules or the standards. Just out of control.
And I love, hold on, Secretary of fucking Defense. Jesus Christ.
So let's talk about what that means, though. So, well, and there's another item that's worth mentioning. So I read that Trump wants to put together a group of former military leaders and create this committee or panel that reviews all the existing current people in leadership in the military. And essentially, if they're not going to be pliable or loyal to MAGA, they're going to find a way to get rid of them. So that leaves us with a military that's willing to do anything that they're told to do, whether it's legal or not. So,
and the leader of it has white supremacy tattoos. And we're talking about deporting people adjacent for entertainment purposes only. Sorry.
Yeah. So if people show up at a march again, for something that's important to them, anybody, could be anybody, any issue, and, the president doesn't like it, he theoretically can direct the military to, go against those citizens. And even though it's not legal, they don't care. They could care less what's legal or not anymore.
Well, their attorney general,
those people could be arrested. They could be jailed. I know. It's just like the only point here is to ruin our institutions. That's
so that they can gobble them all up with the money because they're the only people that have them, and then they're the kings. Ew, God. Elon Musk and Donald Trump are like in charge. What a smelly, smelly existence. Ugh. You know what though? I feel like, everyone's gonna like fuck around and find out and shit.
Mm-hmm.
But we're gonna come out of it and it's gonna be okay no matter what it is, because it has to be. But
well, no matter what happens, we're gonna find the humor in it. We're gonna laugh we will laugh at them until we can no longer laugh anymore. Well,
yeah, until we're in the camp.
I'll laugh in that camp till I die.
Okay, I mean, we might be eliminated quickly.
We might. I know.
So don't they get rid of like political opponents first? No. Also, we need to focus on communities inside the communities. Yeah. That's what we need to do. We need to start there. School boards, mm-hmm. Mayor, whatever. Get out there. So.
Yeah, and amongst ourselves too, like, reaching out to each other and hanging together.
And a lot of these MAGAs are like starting to realize. Like they're it's going to be really hard for them to admit they were wrong. So we're going to have to because you can tell they're scared. They're not really having as much fun with their win right now.
Well, keep in mind that,
Googling what a tariff is.
Keep in mind that, we've all seen those videos where the journalist goes out and describes the situation and says that Biden did it, like an act, like a scenario. And they're like, how do you feel about that? And the person being interviewed is like, oh, that's disgusting. Or, he's completely unfit or something. And then they're like, actually, that's something Donald Trump said. And then just to watch them in real time find a way to justify that in their mind, like, you're not going to be able to
dissonance is like...
You can't have them think their way out of that in a conversation, It's just not going to happen. So...
Well, like we were talking about earlier, and I'm not sure if this is a good way to go about it, but I'll update you guys. Hopefully I don't get sent to HR, but, YOLO. Having conversations with people around other people, but having conversations with someone who it lives in reality, in their, like, a fact is a fact, like you can have a conversation with them without it being, you can verify things,
Yeah.
But having those conversations loud enough for other people, okay, not like loud enough for other people to hear, but like I'm not toning down. So it's just going to be fucking loud. And they're hearing it, and sometimes they'll give me their 2 cents, and then I'm like, actually, bam, 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 bam. Not that you care about facts, so I'm going to go back to this other conversation. But you can chew on this until you want to come back with something else.
Yeah.
But I'm watching people get concerned. I can feel it. And maybe enough people will come to life.
We would hope so.
And I don't know how that would look. I'm not saying wiping shit on the walls of the Capitol. I'm not saying that. But something might need to be done if we want to have a country for much longer.
That's what I was going to say about, like...
We sound like such QAnoners. Oh my God. If we want a country much longer.
We know that. But I'm just concerned about what I see and hear. I guess they are too, but to be fair.
But, like, I don't want to hurt anybody. This is so nobody gets hurt.
No, me either. I don't want anybody to get hurt.
Actually fucking kill them.
No, yeah. We're not violent people. I was hoping that maybe the Republicans that are still around and still have a chance can throw enough, sand in the gears to slow shit down and make it harder. But I don't know. I don't know if that's possible. Those folks, there's just so many people that we've talked about this before, like on, January 6th, they came on the air or on social media and spoke their truth, like how they really felt about it. And then weeks to months later, they've just done like a 180, And I can't help but wonder why that is. Like, honestly, are they being blackmailed? Are they being threatened? Like, how would you go from living through something so basically a terrorist type environment? They were afraid for their lives in that moment. And that had to be absolutely life-changing for them. And to come out a few weeks later and be like, oh, it was no big deal. Bullshit. It was a big deal to you. What happened between then and now?
You were crying like a pussy-ass bitch.
Yeah, like what has changed? Did they threaten your family? Did they, what has happened? I just wish I knew that. That would make a lot more sense to me.
Oh, and RFK finally was nominated.
Oh my God.
We're actually all going to die, so it doesn't really matter. None of it matters. We're all going to die of polio. Oh, Lauren Boebert is head of education. Good thing we're getting rid of it.
You're kidding, aren't you?
No,
You're kidding about that.
It might have been satire. I can't even fucking tell anymore.
Speaking of satire, did you see that the Onion bought InfoWars?
Yes.
I love it.
Oh, yes. What timeline are we living in?
I know, it's a bizarre one, I'll tell you. Wow.
Oh my God, the first thing that popped up for Lauren Boebert was Lauren Boebert, Department of Corrections. Jesus Christ.
Yeah. There's a lot of people right now that have a mugshot that are in positions of power. It's something else.
Secretary of Education. Lauren Boebert is Secretary of Education now.
No, that can't be right.
I swear.
Surely that's a joke. Again, if that's true, and God help us all, then their intent...
Maybe it is fake. Maybe...
Their intent is just to ruin and burn the whole thing to the ground. Ugh.
Well, they did say they were getting rid of it. Maybe that's the point. They're like, she couldn't even get her motherfucking GED. God damn it. Took 3 times. Jesus. See, that's what's so fucked up. You can't even tell what is real and what's not. And
I know.
Also, like the ones, did you see the Casey Anthony one? Did I send that one to you?
Yeah.
Yeah. What did it say? Trump has nominated Casey Anthony for Child Division Services or whatever. Mm-hmm. For Department of Child and Family Services. And then, the other one was...
the Diddy one.
Yeah, breaking news. Trump pardons Diddy, appoints him White House chief party planner. And then there's a picture of the fucking White House with a big semi, like a moving truck that says baby oil on the side. I hate it here.
Yeah, that's where we're at.
But, like, it's super valid. And now Lauren Boebert's the Secretary of Education. So.
There's no way that can be true. I'm sorry.
She's teaching kids how to jack off at the movie theater, okay? And vape.
Hashtag life skills.
Hey, girl, make your money.
They're learning a trade.
It's a life skill, Lisa.
Oh, yep.
Jesus Christ. Mm-hmm. Oh, and Huckabee. Okay, so he's the whatever for Israel. And so, all those Arab Americans in Dearborn, Michigan, Trump had promised them that he would end the war in one day. And he just told Netanyahu, just fucking go and kill it all. Yeah, go in. Ruin the West Bank. Mow it. And they're like, he lied. We're like, what? Of course he lied.
I know. I don't know how we're going to get out of this, but there's some kind of a special full moon tomorrow night. And
we're going to the labyrinth. Maybe we could travel. And go see all the ones in Missouri soon. Let's do it. Maybe we could meet listeners at Labyrinth.
That'd be fun.
One of our 3 listeners.
Hey, all 3 you folks. Round up. We're going to the Labyrinth. Hop in and sit down. Yeah. Strap in. We're headed to the Labyrinth.
Yeah. We're going to figure this out on the Labyrinth.
Walk around. A labyrinth, in case you're curious, is a little maze, and you just walk through it and meditate, and
figure out how to get out of this fucking maze that we're in.
Yeah.
I didn't want to.
Sounds like kind of a nightmare, to be honest. What?
Well, I'm bringing my crystals, so. Okay. All right.
If that doesn't work, we're out of ideas.
Yeah, sorry. Joe Biden had a shit-eating grin, and he was probably... We were
from a big-ass fire in the fireplace talking to Donald Trump. Should I just kick him into the fire, or what should I do here, guys?
Well, we're he either has something planned, or he's also fuck these people.
Yeah.
Fuck.
That or...
Which I would not blame him.
We could play devil's advocate and say that he just doesn't know where the hell he's at. I don't know.
No, I am not gonna senior shame him.
Don't senior shame Uncle Joe. That's not nice.
Pappy, he made weed legal. No, I'm just kidding. He expunged federal marijuana cases. Sorry. The Devil's Lettuce.
Expunged.
That was a good title.
I love that word. That's a hell of
It's a good one.
It's a
multi.
Yeah.
It feels good to say.
Expunged.
Cathartic. It feels cathartic to say. Okay, that's going to be in the title now.
I thought our title was Junk Cabinet.
Oh, yeah.
It's really a toss-up. It could go either way.
The nightstand, junk drawer. I'll get it. It's going to be good.
The whole point is the cabinet, Tina.
The
That's
cabinet? I thought it was... Oh,
the
yeah,
cabinet.
fuck. It was. Nothing's
All
real
right.
anymore. Okay, whatever.
I think our last listener just said this. No more, and turned us off.
Please
Tina.
stop. Please stop. The
No
ending
more.
in the cabinet cupboard. That's a cupboard. Okay, never mind. I can't say ending anymore.
That's racist.
No, sorry. Okay.
It's no for me, dog.
I will edit that out.
All right.
Okay. You have fun tomorrow.
Okay.
Let's do something this weekend, at least a chapter or two.
This weekend.
I'm going to edit tomorrow.
Okay, we're going to do another chapter or two from On Tyranny this weekend. Yes, I made the book club. I made the link to our podcast, or actually our website. I put it in my Blue Sky profile.
Oh, very cool.
So maybe somebody will trip and fall on it. All right. Again, thank you so much for listening. We appreciate you. And we hope you come back next time for book club and more of this nonsense. Okay? All right. Again, and today is, if you want to look at the show notes, wait, they don't exist for this one, so don't do that. But today's 11/14/24. All right. Thank you, everyone, for tuning in. We appreciate you. And we'll see you back here soon for another chapter of our book, On Tyranny by Timothy Snyder, and to catch up with the latest shit show that's happening out there. So take care. Bye.
Bye.